Hello everyone, this is Dr. Stacia with Infinite Health Chiropractic. Question of the week this week is nerves that fire together wire together. What does that mean? Well, if you think back to, even like a little baby or an infant who's learning to crawl or walk, or even, do any new skill, they typically have to do something many, many times, repeat it over and over and over again before they really kind of master the task. Or if you're an athlete, a pitcher, you have to, practice your pitching or batting, any of those things, just to kind of create, I'm sure many of you have heard the word muscle memory. So basically what that means is that we're doing something over and over and over again to make that neurological connection or that connection between your brain and your body so that your body knows what to do. Well, this can be a good thing or a bad thing. Typically it's a good thing, but there's a few times where it can be a bad thing, and that's where chiropractic can come into play and help people. Because think about somebody who has a really stressful job or home situation. They're constantly stressed, and when we kind of have that constant communication of stress between the brain and the body, it hardwires us because remember, those nerves that fire together wire together. So those stress signal nerves were fired so many times that the body just made a permanent connection. So it is not uncommon for us to see, typically it's something that we see in, teenagers or adults. Sometimes it does show up in kids, but typically it's something that we're going to see in adults, that their bodies just get hardwired for stress, and no matter what they do, whether it's meditate, pray, yoga, change their lifestyle, it just isn't enough to break that neurological connection. So that's why a neurological chiropractor is fantastic, is because they can kind of get rid of that old wiring and help your body replace it with new. That way your body can overcome or kind of get out of that stressed state. So if you have any questions, let me know. I know that's kind of a heavy topic, but sometimes people may not understand, like I don't feel stressed, or my life's not very stressful. Well, maybe it was last year or 5 years ago and your body just can't overcome it. So if you have questions or you want to see if your body's in that stress state, because it's very important to make sure that you're not. People who are in that stress state or hardwired in that stress state, it's typical for them, to not sleep well, have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, their immune systems to not be working properly. And it may not just be with a common cold, it might be, working properly and not destroying cancer cells in your body, or not healing and recovering properly after a workout, things like that. So if you have questions, let me know. I'd love to answer or help any of you determine if you are in that perfect state for healing or if you're hardwired for stress. I hope this was informative and that you learned something. Have a wonderful day.